Have you finally made something of yourself, darling? Father's words sliced through the elegant oak dining room like a well-sharpened blade, his tone laced with that trademark disdain. I swirled my glass of Merlot, gazing at the crimson liquid while visions of appellate briefs danced in my mind. Still grinding away, I replied evenly, not mentioning the Federal Circuit Court opinions awaiting my signature. Across the table, my brother David, the prodigy partner at Father's firm, nodded sagely. That's the issue with no real ambition, Father lectured him, ignoring me. Just like her aunt, drifting without direction. Mother fiddled with her napkin, silent as always, while my sister-in-law Sophia hid her grin behind a sip of water. These Sunday gatherings were predictable rituals of diminishment. At least she's employed steadily, Mother ventured, her weekly defense. The federal building offers security. Father snorted, slicing into his roast. Barely more than a clerk, shuffling documents for actual attorneys. David smirked. Remember her big talk about arguing major appeals? Adorable. I glanced at my watch, mentally prepping for tomorrow's calendar. The Vanguard Enterprises merger dispute loomed, Father's crowning achievement in years. He had no clue I'd be the one on the bench. Speaking of triumphs, Father boomed, my games-changing litigation starts tomorrow. A monopoly bust that'll redefine corporate law. Not something you'd grasp, he implied with a wave. Intense, I bet, I said mildly, recalling the glaring weaknesses in his filing. Nothing beyond my expertise, he bragged, though they've assigned some fresh-faced judge. Likely a token pick who confuses Harrison versus Fletcher with basic torts. I suppressed a chuckle, thinking of my thesis on Harrison versus Fletcher, the one he'd called juvenile speculation back in my grad days. Tell her about the doctrine, Sophia prodded, her voice dripping superiority, though it might sail over her head. The Harrison principle? I asked casually. Or Fletcher's antitrust matrix? Father's knife hovered mid-cut. You know those. They pop up occasionally, I shrugged. In document storage. David burst out laughing. Sure, because clerks dive deep into pivotal mergers. Mother tried intervening. She's picking things up, that's positive, isn't it? Alphabetizing folders, perhaps, Father quipped. Bet she couldn't explain how Harrison revolutionized trade regulations. I pondered my aide's breakdown of how his strategy flouted Harrison's essentials. Dawn would bring clarity. Update us on your epic suit, I prompted, watching him preen. Facing a novice arbiter, he dismissed. They'll soon see who commands the chamber. My device vibrated, a note from my assistant on refined interrogatives, the kind to shred his thesis. You should observe, David offered patronizingly. Widnash propeat bukagi. Count me in, I vowed, envisioning my gavel in hand. The storage area overlooks the proceedings nicely. Sophia tittered. Father toasted. To the law and those who master it. I raised mine. To Dawn's surprises. The following day, in my federal appeals chambers, I pored over Father's dossier once more. My aide, Marcus, briefed me on the overflowing auditorium. Your dad's team dominates the front benches, he said, overflowing with assurance. And my relative spots? I inquired, smoothing my black robe. Prime seating, though puzzled by the VIP treatment. Marcus smirked. Your brother's boasting about translating legalese for you later. I reviewed my pointed queries. Seen my placard? Vejled till entré, per tradition. He added, your father's schooling a colleague on how the green judge needs Monopoly 101. From the viewport, I spotted Father's bold blue necktie amid the influx of suits, his aura unshakable. Media's swarming, Marcus noted. Debut heavy hitter for the recent appointee. The one allegedly scraping by as a filer, I echoed from dinner. Per your siblings' corridor chat, affirmative. Marcus consulted his pad. He's detailing how his sibling, the paper pusher, misses their tactical genius. My cell pinged, Mother. Held a spot for you in the rear. View might be obstructed. Showtime. I rose, robe flowing. 2 minutes. Marcus passed the summary. Your dad inquired if the newbie had shown. dubbed them Cynthia's Sans trial chops. I reflected on my district tenure, groundbreaking rulings, the veiled ascent through ranks to this pinnacle. The Harrison ruling, I affirmed, having shaped its contemporary view. Their case hinges on a blatant distortion. Marcus nodded. Your memo flags 14 key errors. Voices hushed beyond the portal. Father's timbre rang. Observe mastery in the Apex Forum. Sophia was orienting spouses on etiquette, per Marcus, stifling amusement. She praised allowing you such a minor gig here. I collected my notes, glancing in the mirror. The wager tally? Firm juniors bet big on his win. Marcus tied his knot, but staffers counter after eyeing your probes. The bailiff intoned. All stand.
Prepared?
Marcus queried, bundling papers. I recalled eons of belittlement, the kin who deemed me legally inept. One request, ensure the lens catches their expressions at unveiling. The United States Court of Appeals convenes. The Honorable Judge Elena Reyes presiding. Utter quietude ensued. Peripherally, Father's notes tumbled, pallor spreading as I mounted the dais. Please sit, I commanded, organizing files.
Vanguard Enterprises van Antitrust Bureau.
Advocates, identify yourselves. Father gaped wordlessly. Up front, David's tailored ensemble deflated, Sophia's poise shattered into dismay. Father faltered H.